Your man has successfully completed 100 days of NoFap and semen retention. You seen the thumbnail, you see the title, and it's true. I had sexual intercourse while on NoFap and semen retention. And your man is still on semen retention. If you go back to my day 90 update, I'll leave that in the bio as well. You saw that I was in a hotel room and I was celebrating one of my lady friends' birthday, and we decided to get a hotel. She chose me because your man got the sauce. Your man is glowing from the NoFap. Your man is building up on that testosterone. Skin is glowing, the mental clarity is there, and your boy is focused. So these women pick up on that energy, and she chose me to celebrate her birthday with. Did the video, you'll probably want to watch that before you watch this. But this is the aftermath of what happened in the hotel. So the first night, we stayed there for 3 nights. The first night, which wasn't her birthday, the first night was just the day before her birthday. We got there, and I was making videos in the hotel, and we had alcohol that night. She had to wake up the next day for work, so she didn't want to drink that much, but we still did end up drinking. We drank a little bit, we're smoking, having fun, XYZ, just gaffing and bullshitting, right? But we didn't have sexual intercourse that night. She went to sleep. She had like 2 shots and she went to sleep. And you know, since I'm on semen retention, I wasn't really applying pressure to get in her drawers, although she was naked and everything. I was not applying pressure because I value my semen so much more now than when I first started this semen retention journey. And that's what's gonna happen to you guys. If you guys are on this NoFap journey and you're still getting those super strong urges and you're not fully 10 toes down into the NoFap / semen retention journey, you'll get there with over time. But I wasn't that drunk. She was super drunk, so I didn't want to apply pressure, especially it being our first time having sexual intercourse. So that first night, we didn't have nothing happen. We just had foreplay and that was it. Second night, her birthday night, right? You know, throughout the day, I was just, you know, doing my duties, working. And then when she came back to the hotel room, she wanted to drink even more and even go to the rooftop bar because our hotel had a rooftop bar. So we checked it out, smoked a few spliffs up there, and just chill. We drank, and we was even drunker than the night before. But she was obviously drunker than me because she doesn't drink and I don't drink, but it's because she's a woman, right? So I also didn't want to drink that much either, in case she wanted to slang. Got back to the room, and we started kissing on each other, XYZ. Boom, started drinking, kissing, smoking, all in bed. Got down, she started, you know, giving me fellatio. I was aroused, but I was conscious the whole time. It's not like before I was on semen retention where I would just let loose. You know, I was conscious because I really wanted to keep my seed in. I fast forward to the future to see if I busted a nut, would I really be happy with myself? And since this was like before 100 days, I was on like day 92 or something. I was this close to 100, so I was so focused on not releasing. Gave me a fellatio. I got stiff, and then I inserted the Shango stick into her vortex. You know, I was like, you know, and then I was like, consciously though. I was working on my Kegels, and for my fellows who don't know the Kegels or want to practice the Kegels the next time you go to the bathroom to take a leak, stop midstream. That muscle you're holding in to stop your urine in, that's the muscle you use to train from not ejaculating early or not premature coming, you know? So stop midstream, and that's the muscle you want to use or train to learn how to have sexual intercourse without releasing. So this went on for like, we didn't have long, the sex wasn't long. It lasted probably under 10 minutes. It was a quickie, bro. It was probably like 8 to 10 minutes. So I was like this, and I realized like, damn, I'm not trying to be a minute man. So I was like, stop for a minute, you know, play with her a little bit, made sure she was aroused, and I wasn't really worried about myself. And I successfully had sexual intercourse without ejaculating, but I didn't do it. I didn't have it in a tantric way. And for my fellows who don't know what tantric sexual intercourse is, that's where you have sex, but instead of orgasm by releasing, you take that energy in and you disperse it throughout your body. You may experience heavy breathing. You might vibrate heavy without ejaculating, but I didn't do any of that. I was strictly focused on pleasuring the woman and not myself. And this is how I kept my mind from not ejaculating while having sex. So your man is still on semen retention, NoFap. It's like probably like day 102. I'm like just over 100 right now of NoFap. Previous video I did say I released when I released shortly after I started NoFap, but I am 100 plus days on NoFap, probably like 80, 70 days of semen retention. But I feel great, man. I did go through a era of like heavy urges, just because when you go through 100 days or like 90 days, especially when you had sexual intercourse, it comes off as a form of edging. And edging could be worse than actually relapsing, because once you edge and you get to the point of where you're almost about to ejaculate, you're going to want to ejaculate. And some people don't have the discipline to keep that seed inside of them. Some people see edging as worse, and they would actually relapse if they edge. So if you're on semen retention or NoFap, I do not recommend sexual intercourse, because those walls, those slippery walls, feels too good for some to not let loose. But if you're disciplined enough and you have the vision and you have a certain desire or something you want to get out of NoFap, then you practice your Kegel exercises. You remain conscious during sexual intercourse and intimacy, but you don't want to become too conscious to a point where you're uncomfortable and the woman feels like you're not attracted to her. Because she did send me some texts after, a couple days later, about how she wants to get me to ejaculate. And I'll put this in the video, I don't know if beginning or the end, just so you guys have some receipts, so you know I'm just not talking that smooth talk to y'all. But I feel great, man. And my official goal when I first started was to be 100 days, and now I'm at 100 days, but I'm just gonna keep going until the wheels fall, man. I'm so focused, and I like the energy I'm having when I'm not ejaculating. It's just a rite of passage as a man to control your seed. In a modern day, when men are releasing into the wrong woman and they have certain addictions, watching X-rated sites, it is a flex, an alpha skill to control your sexual desires, who you plant your seed in, and what you give your focus to. So in this last quarter of the year, we're relying our focus, and we're shifting focus towards ourselves, away from women, back to ourselves, our bodies, and our businesses. So this has been a day 100 plus update, and I'm feeling good. Urges are here and there, but I don't know if that's because I had sexual intercourse recently or that's because I'm in a cycle. But I'm gonna do a semen retention NoFap update probably again in like a week or so. But I wanted to keep this short and give y'all an update on what happened in the hotel room. But your boy is still here. I didn't fall victim to my seed. I didn't fall victim to my desires. And I'm telling you that you shouldn't either. You won't either. Fuck the shouldn't, you won't either. Keep your head up high and keep your eyes focused on what you really want out of life. This has been More Studios, and until next time, you guys be well. 1.